you talk to any professionals who have dealt with him? I know Carly Lloyd lived in the same building as Pep when she was at Man City. Like,
no, I don't have a relationship with Carly Lloyd. AD Franch, I trained her with the U20, so I'm happy for the Thorns for winning the national championship. I'm actually the championship. Actually, Mark Parsons is going to be here on Thursday night, so he'll be down here watching our game against the Utes.
That bring a little bit of pressure for you?
No, not at all. I mean, we played them in the spring. It was a great game in the spring. It was 2-1. It was a closed door scrimmage, so no one could watch it. But we played on Providence Park, and it was unbelievable. I was like a little kid. I was like, oh my God, we're at Providence Park. But it was fun, a great experience.
Who scored the goal?
Michelle Rocky did on a corner kick. Yeah, came flying through on a corner kick. So
looking ahead at this weekend, you have Utah on Thursday. Their Pac-12 hasn't been as successful as their non-conference looked like. They were ranked as high as, I think, 24. You talk to other coaches because they've obviously played them, or have you done scouting? What do you know about them?
They're a tough team. I mean, they have a lot of the same players back than they did last year, and they had a really stellar performance last year. They have an international player, and it's just there's definitely attacking threats that you have to be aware of. And you're right. I mean, they started off with a bang. They were ranked in the top 25, in the top 20. And then they, some of us do, hit a road bump in the Pac-12. And, they had a tough leading schedule. And so here we are. I mean, I think we're both fighting for any point that we can get. So I think it's going to be a matter of which team jumps on which team first and kind of rattles each other's confidence. And if we can be the team that sets pace early, hopefully it's another Arizona State game and, we score in the first 3 minutes and I'm happy. But you never know with Pac-12 games, and, Utah's hungry for a win as well.
So is that totally the key, scoring early? Because you did so against USC, but then the goal's late for the Trojans to get the win. Or is it kind of, you say bunches of goals.
Yep.
Is that kind of what it is, or is it just getting on the board?
I think it's about momentum. Soccer is a game of momentum, and if you can dictate that and kind of be in control of that, and goals do come in bunches, and if you can score one goal, and especially a team like Utah who's fighting for every point, if you can read how they respond, I think that's the time when you can pounce on them again quickly. I mean, similar to what Cal did to us in the second half of our game. I mean, they scored one and then pounced on us, and that's what you need to do as a team in the Pac-12, is reading those moments and being able to figure out how to capitalize on those moments.
What was it like playing your second #1 ranked team in just conference play alone?
My sister asked me that, actually. Stanford is a different level, and they're playing extremely well. Katarina, and they just have so many attacking threats. And, I thought we did well. Gave up the free kick goal, and it kind of, oh my gosh, can we catch a break? But, they were able to, Stanford had to change the way they were playing and went a little bit direct. And, per person athletically, they might, win in that little regard. And so, the Pac-12, that's why we're all here. That's why every player is here at Oregon, is because they want to be the best they can be. And, playing in the Pac-12 means you're going to be playing a #1 team in the country every year. And you're going to be playing against potentially a national champion every year. And that's why I know I'm here, is because I want to be in a place where, I can be the best coach that I can be. And also we want to recruit players that want to come in and be the best that they can possibly be.
The Cal game, you brought Hotla out for Caitlin. Was that just because she let in 7 goals on the weekend and just mentally?
I think it was something that we had actually as a staff talked about, putting Caitlin Carter in against Stanford. I think anytime that you can get experience, it's important for that #2 goalkeeper. A little bit of a break mentally for Hotla. It was, the tough second goal there. Or was that the first goal? I don't know. The one that was in between her legs a little bit. So, but at the end of the day, I think the important thing for us is just getting Caitlin Carter some experience.
Do you expect to play her on the weekend?
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, right now, Hotla's still our #1.
You still think 3 games left, the 10-win mark, does that still get you into the tournament?
It gets us in the communication. We would have a above 500 record. We would have 10 wins. We play in the Pac-12. It really just depends on the RPI and the final win. So the most important thing is taking care of Utah. And none of these points are taken for granted. I mean, we talked about that before the Arizona State game. Is that you got to go out and earn every minute, every point, anything that you want. And I love the response. And so hopefully we can have that same mentality going into this week.
You're number 99 on the RPI. Is it top 64? Is that generally the field that you need to be in?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you take care of Utah, Colorado has a decent RPI. I mean, it's just I can't look at the things that I can't control, right? And I can't worry about those things. I have to focus on what we're doing today at training, what we're doing tomorrow at training, where our players are healthy-wise, mentality-wise, and how do we beat Utah.
What are the emotions like seniors' final games at Pat Bay Field?
I'm sure they're going high, they're low, they're sad, they're excited. Every senior class is special, and every senior class brings something different, and every senior class leaves a different legacy. We're definitely going to miss these seniors, and they've done a great job of, trying to move forward and change this program. And we've challenged them. They've responded to those challenges, and they've done a really good job of pushing this team forward.
And you're going to lose a big group of them, but an important piece to that senior class was Caitlin Wong. You were here for all 5 years she was here as well. So what has she meant to the team?
I can't really describe it. She's been just a fearless warrior. She does and always has put the team first, buying into team culture. And that's hard to do sometimes when you're not getting the victories here, you're not getting the results. You might question that. You might have second, doubts. And for Caitlin, everything has been about Oregon soccer and how do we move this forward. A complete selfless leader. And I think that's, I've learned from her. She's learned from us. We've all grown. And I'm so proud of her journey. I mean, 5 years, redshirt with ACL, knee injury here. I mean, she's such a warrior that it's just, she'll do anything for Oregon and Oregon soccer.
How does she balance the classroom
I have no
activity?
idea. She's a 4.0 honors college in biochemistry. It's pretty impressive. And we talked about that. Why did you decide to come to Oregon and maybe not a Stanford or an Ivy League or something along those lines? Because she had opportunities to be able to do that. And one, she wanted to come to Oregon to change the program, to leave her mark and to push this program to the top of the Pac-12. The other one was more hands-on that she would receive in the honors college here academically. And she has definitely done a really good job with that in the sense of, meeting with the president, post-graduate scholarships, different opportunities for her that she may not have had at a Stanford or an Ivy because she just would have been one of those numbers. Here she's been able to shine and really just stand out, if you will, and the smaller classroom size and everything here academically has really helped her just grow as a young adult.
So what is her legacy? What is her mark?
I don't know. I guess I need to go back and think about that. But, I mean, I think Caitlin's legacy is just the mark of a true leader. And she's grown with that. Don't get me wrong. I think she's grown as a leader and grown as a person in the sense of maybe doing it one way, maybe that doesn't work, maybe trying another way. But at the end of the day, I think she's such a selfless leader and would do anything for anyone on this team. And put everything above herself to be and really just help this program grow as a team. All right.
Thanks, Scott.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.